Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Walt Disney evil.
No, it's like a model. It's like you have to look like what you got hired for.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't just show up one day 10 pounds, 20 pounds overweight and just say that this is who I am now. It's like you say, well, we're happy for you, but
Are you body shaming me?
yeah, but now you have to play Buzz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, come on, would Stallone be believable, if he had a beer belly and,
No. Probably not.
Well, although that would be one hell of a twist ending. If
Apollo
the
Creed
final
whipped his ass
Rambo,
and he just gave up.
the final Rambo, it just sort of fades until it's like it's just him all fat sitting on a lawn chair, just telling his grandkids that that's the stuff that he did, and his grandkids are like, "You're full of shit." Yeah.
Come on, Grandpa,
You
quit
can't
kidding.
know when you're lying sick.
He said, "Oh yeah, I'll show you. See, watch me shoot the bow right here." Time. Yeah.
I used to be able to shoot it.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So let's see. Let's work some more on the 11s. However, I'm going to restructure it. So it's all about kind of finding it a little bit. How I was kind of showing you guys is how like we would practice it, but we know those like the back of our hand.
Yeah.
So I think for brand new, we need a little bit more structure. So I'm going to have it be that the opponent is going to be doing one thing and you are going to be doing one thing, and so that way you get to practice the one thing a little bit. And then if you really get to know it, then we can freestyle it a little bit, but just not freestyle right off the bat since it's a bit complicated.
Yeah.
Okay.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I know you
but
enjoyed
but it's like in this
Got
way
my
you'll
budget,
get to feel the technique out a little bit more first.
I just want to learn better.
Yeah.
I'm too stiff.
Yeah, and then we'll free it up as it gets more familiar. Okay, so let's start with it's ton and straight punch. So for the bad guy.
Oh boy.
Okay, so I want you to begin with you're gonna step in and throw a big downwing punch. Yep, and then you're going to do left hand and lead punch.
Oh, I
Right
have to
hand.
walk in on it.
Right hand punch. Actually, just to give things a little bit more zip, since we're isolating it like this on that other hand, and put that up against your shoulder, like this, so that.
Why don't you use the gloves? They're a lot more comfortable.
That's because he's gonna have to switch a lot.
Give them both gloves.
Fine.
Ding dong, left and right.
Okay.
Okay, I swear.
Okay. There you go.
Oh, this feels more natural to shoot.
Yeah.
He's in
There
his
you go. Okay. So yeah, just put that up on the left shoulder. So he's going to be punching this. Yep. And so you're gonna do the make sure that you step in and attack. So you're gonna come in like that, ton and punch. Okay. So what you want to do is we're gonna start natural,
Okay.
and then step forward with your right foot.
Okay.
So that way the strong hand is forward, and then block with this hand. So start relaxed, however you normally stand. Okay, give that a shot. Okay, remember vertical fist? And give me a little bit more life. Right now, you're kind of going and just leaving it there. So give me a big punch. I want you to come in and hit that thing. Get that a little higher. There you go.
Start. Ready?
That's it. Good. Try not to pose there. Snap it and then be back. Fight some more. Still switch to vertical fist. It's like right now you're coming across
too
this
used to
way.
it.
Yeah. And yeah, it's coming around and basically hitting with that. Yeah, so try that vertical fist. Okay, you're pushing it like this with that lead knuckle out. You want close fist. There. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now step forward with the lead and see how wide my stance is. Like this. The reason that you're not feeling very strong is because your final close, you're kind of like this. So it means that you're feeling him mess with your balance. So if you come out like this, have a bigger stance, you'll feel more powerful. Try to keep that there. Yeah, there we go.
I want to get your forehead.
Or try not to leave the punch there, but snap it. Here, it's just a little bit. Yeah. So, right. Like that. So don't pull your whole self back like he's done yet. Yeah. So throw it again.
I'm watching.
At me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Just snap it and let that touch it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
If you're gonna hit with open hand, hit with this. Yeah, not sideways. Yeah. Try again. That's better. Okay. Now, you throw a straight punch. So it's gonna be straight punch and the target's still in the same spot. So now for this one, still stay on the inside for a couple.
Okay.
Because sometimes that might happen. So he throws with that. You're gonna have to duck and come in and hit.
Hold those.
Yeah.
Look at underwear older than you are, boy. I still wear them too.
Whoop. So make sure you get that duck. Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to punch you in the face. Yeah, I'm getting used to you punching at me in the face. Well, yeah, you didn't flinch. You just kind of looked. Yeah, I just took it.
Yeah.
All right, took it at least.
Okay. Now, what you want to do right now, your tansao is kind of up here like this. Your tansao should kind of match his arm. So when he throws that punch, instead of this, you want this, so that it lines up this way. That will give you much more control over him, and that way you're not having to push out against it. See how it's up like that? Go towards him instead. Both hands come straight out like this. Yeah. Okay. Now you're
try
going
to stay more upright. Yeah.
lay down.
Okay.
So
You're short enough, man. You don't need to be any smaller.
yeah, it's just keep the feet a good distance so that you're not too much, but yeah, you don't want to be down there. Yeah. One more time on this. That's better. Okay.
Now, one real quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm seeing that you're putting a lot of emphasis on your front foot.
Yeah.
So you saw that punch, and you're going, and all of your weight's on this foot.
Mm-hmm.
So step in, keep your feet center.
Yeah.
What do you mean no signal?
Ready?
Oh.
That's what you count for.
That would give me a.
Okay, so now this is where you start to mix things up. Tansao on the other side. So tansao right hand and punch with the left. No, so you're still the same.
Okay, still doing the same?
Yeah, so it's right foot forward, just straight punch right in the face, but you're tansai with your right hand. Tansai with your right. Oh. Yeah, and punch with your left.
Military left. I'm confused now.
So he punches straight, punch, like that.
There.
Okay. Oh.
Now, what'll help with that
Yeah.
is for that one, you kind of step like this, and got tied up. Instead, you can, there's two options there. You can go charge in like this
Yeah.
and really be aggressive with cutting with that console across this way to open it up. Or you can step forward with your left foot and come around here. Yeah. So that's why it's important to practice from that neutral.
Okay. Aggressive.
Yeah.
I'll try to be
That didn't work because you were like this. So the aggressive one, if you're doing that, you have to spear it right at his face. By doing that, that will move his arm. Yeah. Yep, got locked up. So focus on, it's like you're going to point at it.
Yeah.
Like that. By doing that, that'll open him up a little bit more. But you also have to, as you saw,
Yeah.
it does not work if I don't move. So he can punch in, and if I do this, it's like, he didn't really get anything. So
That's
I
what
have
you're
to,
doing.
yeah. So I have to beat him to it. So come in here, then I'm actually in range. So as soon as you see an aggressive motion, go for it. That's better. Just remember, relaxation is everything. Don't, if you're tense, that's not gonna help. So just loose motions. That's better. Okay, now switch to left hand. We're gonna do those three and then it'll be your turn. Okay, so you're gonna be punching left hand.
But foot first?
Yeah, why not?
Sure.
Yeah, put punch, so you'll be doing ton and punch. And for this one, the same rules apply. I could, so through it. I could ton and punch this way with my right foot forward. If he gives me a little bit more energy, I could ton and punch this way and get it.
I have the urge to go straight punch really hard. I know you do. Alright.
You get him?
Yeah.
That's what happens when you look away.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't look away.
Okay.
Look at your target.
Just a little note for you, relax a little bit more. Just wham, throw, even, it's still a good hook punch, but try not to go and try to muscle through him. Just throw the relaxed punch like you're trying to.
Should have lost them both.
Yeah.
My bad. It's not like you just punched me in the face. I'm not gonna. Okay, I'll stare at you. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now, straight punch, and now this is where you duck.
Oh.
Either duck or step forward with your left foot. Try to do that together. Yeah. Okay.
Alright. Alright.
Again, if you'll throw your tongue more forward than to the
And a little
side.
tip for you right now, this is
Be a lot
against
easier.
your face. You move that over there,
Straight forward.
that'll work
Forward.
a little better. Yeah.
Ready?
Throw me in. I don't care which one. Throw me a punch. So you're doing this?
Yeah.
Let's say punch. Do that.
Fly across.
A tansao does not, a tansao does not push to the right.
Yeah.
It simply, it goes forward and its presence makes it slide to the right.
Right.
It's like forcing the car on the punch. If the punch is a car, it's like you're forcing it onto an on-ramp. So it's just, it's gonna make it miss. So it's counterintuitive, but try not to push outward with it.
Oh. I was trying. Your arms are too strong.
Way out here. Yeah. So it's just kind of under like this.
Okay.
Remember, it's like as it slides in,
Yeah.
you don't want that. Just by doing this, that's going to take care of it. So focus on touching with the wrist at about the same angle as the punch comes in, like this, and then slide forward that way. Better? See how it
did.
like that. So when you're finished, your forearms should be at the same angle, not like this. Yeah. That's better. Okay. Now, now left on and punch.
Same thing, straight?
Yep, straight punch for you. Got a little too close, actually. Yeah. Try stepping forward with your right foot instead. That's better. Good. That's actually good. Because you saw him start to move forward, so it's good that you react that way. So kind of come around this way, thrust forward. Try forward with the right foot. Oops. So what happened there was your Tansao went, your Tansao went like that, because you were pushing like this.
Yeah.
So focus all energy forward. Yeah. So if I were to start from like this, so relax, then fire that again. It's the energy of this goes like this.
Shields, try not to over push. Yeah,
Yep.
don't over.
Just a relaxed punch. Yeah. Like that. So you can see here, it's like once I've got, throw it again. Once I am here, I am totally safe. I don't need to shove him. I don't need to do anything. I'm safe. I can fire that punch. So don't think of the arm as threatening once you're on the other side of his fist. As long as this is here, he can't come back for a back fist, so it's not going to hurt you. Yeah, that's better. Now, right now you're going one like that. It's putting you in an awkward position. Just step forward with the right foot. That's better. Okay. The only thing you got left is you're going and leaving it there. So
What we call being a poser.
right. Now what you pull away is the punch, not the block.
Oh.
Like that. Because if you got the block still there, then you're still touching him, which means you can punch him and now we can do other things. So now let's get to your gloves. Right, left. We got them nicely labeled because people were getting confused. Well, you know, when they're all piled up there, if there's no label, then it's like, where's the right glove? You know? Yeah. Okay, so now what you're going to do is put your left hand on the shoulder, and that's going to be the striking surface. Yeah. And then you start off big John Wayne hook punch. Then you're going to start in your neutral stance, step forward, tarnish, or taunt. More aggressive footwork. Take the back foot with you. Right now you're stepping forward, but your back foot's not coming along, so you're kind of having to reach. Instead, so as when he comes in, I come in and take the full step with him and you cut him off. Better, bigger step.
Use your back foot.
Mm-hmm.
Also.
That's better.
Knock your toes up.
Good. Now, the final thing is you're leaning a lot with that. Instead, focus on snap energy rather than really pushing energy. So, like that. And look how close I end up. It's actually good for me to get in there like that because now I can jack up his knees. My foot's right there. Good. That's better. Get him. Good. Now, snap that.
So snap that.
Yep. Don't snap yourself back, just snap the punch.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright. Just tilt. Okay. It's all good.
Yep.
Now he's leaving his toes up.
It's like, good.
That one?
Good. Okay. So now, straight punch. And now do the same thing, but you're just gonna have to duck. Yeah. That wasn't a straight punch.
Step forward with your right foot when you come back.
Yeah.
There you go.
But I want you to make him a little bit nervous. Oh. Because it's not very threatening. There's no reason to block. Yeah. So I want you to be, don't try to do it as fast as you can, but I want you to be in range that it looks like that, where it's going, if you followed through all the way, you will, see?
Like that?
So, well, that wasn't quite it. You were at full extension, and then you kind of went forward. Yeah. So get in to right here where it's like, oh, I need to block that. Yeah. Oh, good. Now give me that snap on that punch. Good. There we go. Don't hold your breath. Yeah. Breathe out when you attack. Snap. Okay. Okay. Now let's try. Now what you're going to do is block the other direction. So he's throwing a straight punch. You right on style and left punch. Yeah.
You're going to be on his outside.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so now what's kind of happening here is there's a little bit of a missed opportunity going on. I think by the time you would have come around, you would just kind of nick him in the side of the head. So try instead for straight in energy rather than movement around to the side. So, and punch straight at my nose. Don't punch over here. Yeah. Like that. So come straight in with your footwork, and then cut through with your block and your punch. So it comes forward very aggressively at the same time. So both hands together. Right. I see it. So right now your tongue is kind of going like this, like it's in kind of this circle. Think just a spear. Yeah. So like a knife. Take some adjustment. Try again. Yeah.
I think it's because he's changing his footwork.
Right. Try to just only step forward right foot for this one. Yeah. That's better. Okay. Okay. Now, what you can experiment with, start neutral. So start just regular. And now throw the same punch straight at his nose. And now step forward. Now step forward with your left foot and do the tonic punch. But instead of stepping straight forward like this, step this way.
I like the side this way.
And it's easy. It only works if you're starting at neutral. Like if you're in the right hand stance, then this would be a very big motion. That'd be a bad idea. But if I'm here, then stepping to the side, because he's going to step forward, and so I step at the same time, and now I'm open. But I'm stepping forward.
The angle that you step forward.
I'm stepping forward into the side.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And turn your hips and everything towards him. Okay. Yeah. Freeze. So instead of twisting like that, face in here, knees. So fire the taunt and the punch from here, like that. Yeah. So here's the difference. It's the difference between this and here again and this. Right. So you step and turn the hips and fire that direction. Yeah. Try again. Get a little bit closer. There we go. That's good range. Yeah. Too big on the top. Think of like this. I'm going to hold this hand out here. Okay. And I'm just going to turn my waist like this. That opens up the target. So he comes in, I lift this and turn here, bam. Right. Yeah, so just hold this up and turn the waist, don't throw it out. And that'll do it for you. Yeah, just now leave it on top of it. Like, so stay touching it like this. Don't let it fall. Yeah, there you go. A little bit more aggressive. Okay, now, other hand. So, gonna do.
The right side?
Yes. And so, well, actually, it's neutral. Just stay neutral because you can, sometimes it's right, sometimes step forward with the right foot, sometimes with the left foot, just experiment. So, he's gonna throw big John Wayne hook punch. And you could step with the right or left foot, it just changes how it moves. Yep. So like the right foot is naturally very direct and coming straight in. Yep. Good. And then, so try stepping with the left foot. It's like, so with the left foot, so I'm here, he throws that big hook punch at me. I'm coming in this way. So his energy is turning this way, and so I turn with it when I do that. So he literally will run into my hand. Yeah. Now pop that punch. Pop only the punch, not the rest. There we go. So what I want to see is strike and then combat stance. So yeah, bonk.
No, you're fine.
I was here. Do it to me. Yeah. Like that. Okay. Just because we don't want to program the letting go and backing up into your technique. So you don't want to go as part of your technique. You want to strike and be ready to do more things right there.
Good.
Oh, good. Okay. Now, straight punch. So now it's still on the inside like that. Give that a try. Good. Try to do it together like a spear.
Try to make them simultaneous.
And I got to get a little closer to this.
Yes.
I'm kind of reaching. So.
There we go. Good. Ah. Okay. Now reset a little bit, and now go left hand and punch. He's still doing the same thing.
Okay.
So you'll go to his outside.
So it'd be the block, right?
Yeah, he'll be throwing a straight punch, and he'll go this way.
Okay.
Yeah. Good. Now, as you can see here, right now your tonsile is tending to push it down like this, and you can see how that actually makes you lose out on some potential targets. So here, a little bit more room. Try not to push it so much. Just once you've touched it, you've won. Once you're here, it can't hit you. So that's when you want to hit this. Prime target is jaw or temple, but primarily jaw from this angle. And so if I do that again, if I do something like this, I've now missed it, and all I've really got is the back of his head, and that's going to hurt. Especially if a punch was what I was thinking of doing. So yeah, you just want to, once I've touched it, it's not going to hurt me. So don't push it away. Just get in there, touch it, and strike.
Okay.
Aim for connecting with wrist first. There you go. A little bit more aggressive on your lunge. Yes.
Shields, try to be careful with your wrist. I see you're punching and you're doing that.
I think you're kind of punching down at the target. That's kind of what's happening with that. So just no matter where that target is, just try, even if it's here, don't do that. Punch straight in at
Just go
it.
straight.
Yeah. Yeah. Good. Now I want you to step forward more aggressively and pop that. Yes, that was good. Now just leave, make sure you leave the tonsile up there. Yep. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now go to number 2. So, since this one's the pop lop, actually don't put those on. Just to give them more practice on the wrist. So, pick those up.
No.
Yeah, there you go. Don't tell me the way that we kill you is just stick you in a room alone with boxes. So you just, I'll starve to death. I can't get them on. Yeah. Okay, so for this one, what we're going to work on is this outer and inner displacement. And so what this is he throws a punch at me, and I block it with a pox out and grab it. Then I pull and hit something. So I'll show you that hook punch. So slowly, pock lock, and then pull and strike.
You can show them that also.
Yeah.
The pass through.
Yeah.
But
Do you still like that one?
no, but it is an easy way to learn.
Yeah.
You just have to adjust it later.
Yeah. One of the easy, it's like what he's talking about is one of the methods is to pock it and then grab it afterwards, like that.
I can see that being more viable.
Well, the main thing is like with this, what I was doing is it's a pock sow and a lop sow really close together. So it's just like that. So they're actually come in side by side. And the only reason that the pock sow is there is because it would be hella risky to try to just snatch that out of the air one-handed. So this is there in case the lop sow fails and I miss. Then at least I did stop it, even if this got away from me somehow. Yeah.
Now, the problem with using the pass like this is people tend to throw the arm
I
away.
tend to push it, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So try, here, just to get used to it, let's break it down into its pieces. So the first piece is simply the pock and the lock. So what I'm going to do is step 1 is you throw the big hook punch, and all you're going to do is shield it. So you're going to pock and lock like that. So, and you basically wait for it to come like that. So try that a few times. It's just that. Yeah, give that a try. So, and step when it comes in. So be aggressive, but all you're going to do is catch it. Yep, and try not to, like, just like with baseball, you don't go at and get the baseball, you let the baseball come to you. So because if you do that, then in the fight, you'll go, and push it away from you. So we want to catch it because we want to do things to it. Yeah. So give that a try. Yeah. Okay. Now, as you come in, this is a footwork thing. Try to have your footwork be a little bit more stable. As you come in, your left foot is actually going like this. Yeah. So try to just a simple step. Couple more times. Okay. Then the next part is now I'm going to actually pull it towards myself. So I'm I've got this, then I pull it with that hand and hit. So it's right here, bam. Give that a shot. Yep, so pull with your left hand and hit something. Could be his face, could be the ribs.
Oh,
Probably not with that hand.
not with that hand. This hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to, because otherwise you'd be letting go of what you just grabbed. So we want to still hold this and then hit with the right hand.
Don't do it. Oh.
Try to get both at pretty close at the same time, but if anything should hit first, the pox out should, because that's the thing that's going to protect you.
Now remember, the one that you're pulling with is on the outside. Don't pull with the one that's closer to. I keep doing that. Pull him into my mix. Oh, gosh, dang it! I keep pulling with this hand.
Yep. Try again. You're reaching out with that hand first. Step first, and do both hands.
When you do it slow this time. Like 1, 2, 3. All right. Go.
Yeah, that's better.
You punch me in the jaw. I'm not gonna punch you in the jaw because I know you're gonna punch me in the jaw.
Both hands. Try to switch it up in your head.
Got it.
Reach out with the lead hand first. There we go. Okay. So now we're gonna play with that a little bit more. Scoot that way. Yeah, more room. Okay. So now I want you to go on the other side. So you're still doing the same thing. Do a straight punch. Straight punch now. Actually, you know what? He's doing a straight punch. Do the same thing. So now you're just going to have to duck in and get it. So. Oh. Now, how you do that is actually by being softer with your hands, not harder. Like this. So you duck to the side, bam, and get it. So you want to be very soft and kind of circular with your hands. If you hit this, it's going to get away. Yeah. Good?
Look at your target.
Yep. Oh, both hands. Relax. So your main thing is that I see you shaking.
Yeah.
Why your hands are shaking is because you're using a lot of that energy. You're going right there at the end. So no matter how tense you are, that energy is not going to go into his face. It's like so just you're not one of those chi guys who goes and makes people fall down. So just relax. If you're gonna do a back fist, something like that, the point is keep your strikes and everything that you do nice and loose. Speed and power comes with time. Relaxation is the first step. Yeah.
Watch your target. Off the ground.
Oh.
Try not to turn your head when you do that. That's the main thing that starts to happen is you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't want to look at you. Sorry, I understand.
Okay, now we're gonna mix things up. You're gonna do the same thing, and now you're gonna go on the other side. So now it's going to.
So I don't hit with my left hand still, right?
Or you're gonna punch with your right hand, but you're still gonna right before. But now it's gonna be this hand blocks and this hand grabs. So I'm over here. Bam. Tap. Try to be proactive. Reach out with that lead hand, with that left hand. Yes. Good. And step with your left foot on this one. That's kind of required for this motion. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Now it's just pull and hit.
Nope, wrong hand.
Other hand.
Oh, yeah, that
Yeah.
was the ground. Not bad though.
Punch with your closest hand.
Oh.
Closest hand.
There you go. Good. Yes.
What we're trying to do overall is minimize our distance from, that's why we don't stand like this and have power here. That's why we have power here, to minimize the distance. It's a lot faster and you can generate the same amount of power just by putting your hip into it. So whenever you're doing this, always remember this hand's closest to your target.
Mhm.
Okay. So the hand closest to your target hits.
Right.
Yes. Yes, because if you think about it, think of how much distance that has to travel if it was this.
Yeah, that's the
He's got plenty of time, but from here to here, that's not very far. So yeah, you can see here. Just do that again. Very quick, right there into it. I pull him off balance too because the moment that balance is affected, people panic and they start thinking about I gotta stay standing up, and so now they forget about doing blocks because they're like don't fall down. So that's the other part of it is to get this and actually yank, and then you're pulling them into your target, getting it closer, and it's harder for them to block. Pull with the waist twist. That's why we do the waist twist. Okay. Now, left hand hook punch. And now you're gonna, it's the same move, really. It's just coming from over there. Yep. Good.
Now remember your
Thumbs up.
your
It's
stopping hand is also your punching hand.
Okay.
So that leads this whole charge.
there you go. Good.
Pull them at you. Pull them at you.
Pull it.
Okay, yep.
Oh, good.
Starting like a lawnmower.
Good.
Now this particular technique, you're saying that you don't have a lot. You're thinking, I'll bet,
Yeah.
that you don't have a lot of room to hit. Well, you do. I mean, I'm doing this technique right here, so I've got 18 inches. Bam. So if you're here and he's really close to you, use the side of your hand right to the neck.
Oh.
That's not hard like hell.
You also got elbow to the sternum if necessary. Elbow to the nose.
Right.
So it doesn't matter the
And then-
distance that you catch.
Right. You got the eye jab.
Ability.
Right.
Just
You
Oh,
just got you got
we'll
to
just
throw me
scrape
eyes.
across, scrape across their eyes. That's going to do something.
There's a lot of stuff you can do from a very short distance.
Just think about how effective it would be in that particular case if you went up to somebody and just went like that. And that's really all you need to do is, and that's going to have a pretty big effect. So you coming across and just going in the eyes is actually very effective.
Now later on, when you're in your upper ranks, we'll start training you to do the 1-inch punch. You'll start out doing a 3-inch punch. The distance between here and my mouth. Right? A 1-inch punch is this much distance.
Yeah.
So you'll learn pretty quick where your power is.
Yeah. And the whole idea is that even in really close quarters, I can, if I'm this far away from you, I can still give you a pretty good shot. And we practice breaking boards with that, which is the equivalent of a couple ribs usually. So yeah, if you get it on
a little bit further on, you'll practice breaking the same board, holding a raw egg, breaking the board without breaking the egg. Not that hard.
Yeah.
You can say that.
Well, he's got it on video. He can show you.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. The whole point with that is that it's to teach you not to do this when you punch.
Don't punch with your fingers, punch with your knuckles.
Yeah.
It's a alignment thing.
The theory is, could you punch somebody if all your fingers were cut off right here? And yes,
Yeah, you can.
right there with these. So yeah, I don't need to make a giant fist in order to hurt you. I can just hit you with these bones.
Whenever I punch, I never punch. Even when I'm punching my hardest, I never have a tight fist. It's always open. It's always open. Because I use alignment rather than finger strength.
But as you're first getting started, that's why we kind of talk about this first, is because it's hard to know right from the beginning what is good wrist alignment. Because if you try this just loosely, you'll probably tweak your wrist.
Right.
And so yeah, it's good to get used to that first and then start to loosen up.
Right.
All right, so next one is he does a straight punch, and you're still going to be on the inside. So make sure you reach out with that left hand to block first and then grab. Yes. Yep, slap him away. Good. Now relax and give me a looser arm on the strike. Like right now, you're just kind of going. So part of it too is a little to choke up. Your target is. Yeah, that gives you the ring. Cool. Yeah. Yep. Now, yeah, switch people. Now, so you're going to do big John Wayne hook punch right hand. And you're going to do, yeah.
Lead hand.
Lead hand comes in first.
Rear hand grab.
And then you pull him into the head. There you go. That was good.
Try to keep your hands a little closer together. You're stopping him at his bicep rather than at his wrist.
So.
Nope. Both hands right next to each other. There you go. And so let me show you real quick. Like this. So this one, just since we are going to immediately hop off this and hit him with it, I don't want to grab. So it's right here. Bam. Bam. Yep. Try to get both hands like touching.
Pretty close.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, make sure that you don't go, yeah. Let your arm follow through a little bit. Yeah. There we go. Good. Okay, now, straight punch. Same thing. No, still on the inside. So you'll have to step to the side or duck to the inside. Yeah. Good. Good. And if a punch isn't the most comfortable thing, hit something else. Some other way. Yeah. You got, it's like if he's doing that. Elbows right there. I've got just follow his arm. Like that. I've got rake right there. I can hammer fist. Yeah. So if I'm in this close, there's a lot of options besides like turning here and then firing a punch is a little bit awkward. So hit the nearest thing. Yeah. Yeah, right in the neck. Good. Okay. Now, now do the same thing, but step forward with your left and go on his outside.
Yeah, step forward. So step forward.
So you're still going to do the straight punch, but now you're going to go on that side. So it'll be this hand is blocking and then grab. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Start neutral. Right now you're here, and then it's a big step. So just stay relaxed, and now step forward with the left.
Right.
Lead with the left hand. So like instead of focusing on this first, focus on this first. It's much
That's
easier.
right. Focus
to
on
get
the left first. Yeah, I'm thinking so. Yeah.
Thank you. Time the block with your left foot. So like that.
Good.
There you go. Better. Now you're doing a big lean. Take the back foot with you. Better. Good. Okay. Now, what I would recommend is from that angle, since he's moving forward, the back of his head isn't as good of a target. So coming across is going to be pretty nice, or coming underneath like this, like that. Yeah. So yeah, just coming around here isn't really going to do much. So try hitting something else. Ooh. Okay. So now, you are going to do left hand John Wayne hook punch, and you're going to step in with your left foot. You're doing the same thing, just it's with his other arm. So left cock, right lops out, left hit. Left hand first?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Try to get them closer together.
So right now, there's just a way of thinking about this. Right now, you're coming here, but then you're going back and then ahead. Instead, pick a straight line to whatever target. So this is straight line, you can follow right there up the arm. You could draw a straight line here to here, bam, like this. You could go straight line to here. You could even come under, bam, you could come under this way. But yeah, try not to use a redirect of some kind. Just come in with a straight line hit. Yeah. Good. Good. Okay, now straight punch. Same thing. No, still on the inside. So you just duck. Yeah. Good. And you can see there how that gives you different angles. Okay. Now, still straight punch, but you are going to move to the right now, to his outside. And so now it's this hand that's in the lead. Right hand. Good. The strength of this technique is in the fact that we are pulling him. And so if I pull him, I want him to run into what I hit him with rather than chase it. So I'm going to pull him into this, pull him into that back fist. So that's the power of it, is bam, and make him run into it. So pull him into whatever strike that you're doing.
To give you a little bit more information than you're ready for right now, you could even possibly throw a kick.
Yep.
At that point. So
Kicks actually get very nasty on that one.
No, please don't.
Yeah. So
he's pulling him.
Playing games.
He's putting all of his weight on that front leg.
Yep.
Oh, my knee.
Yep. And he's here. The other one, if I really commit to it, like that, then I could take that out. Or I could do that oblique.
Yeah,
Bam, pop that right there. So.
And it doesn't have to be an 8, it could be the 8.
Yep. Yeah, like imagine.
Oh, please don't stop.
Okay. Yeah, I'm saying it's like especially if they threw like a those kind of things. That's it, right there. Right there, they're going to trip and go that way while probably tearing up their ankle because I'm in that on the way. Yeah.
I think you just send me to the next one.
Yeah.
Now, don't forget your strike.
I'm just thinking pull.
Yeah.
Don't forget your strike.
Right there.
But be careful with your strike. Good. Just yeah. When you get the pull down, sometimes the very next thing that happens is that's when you bash their head off because now you're not used to the angle.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Slide up the arm. Oh, yeah. Okay. So now, let's see. Yeah, I think that's all of them. So let's do 3. Number 3. So now we're doing ton with elbow pin and then a strike to the base. So elbow check, more like. So what these look like is often where this will happen is, say if he threw a punch and then I blocked it. It's like from right here I can counter, especially if I knew he had a very strong arm. I would check this so that he's not touching me anymore to free me to hit that punch. So that. So he throws that punch, make sure you go straight at my nose. That's what I'm doing. And I don't have to go and force this down.
Yeah.
All I need